So Sonic is on a massive comeback recently with the release of Shadow Generations, Sonic Frontiers, and Sonic Crossworlds, and just Sega being super consistent with these brand new model animators coming in, and also just in general the way that Sega has been treating the Sonic IP as a whole. And especially we've got some brand new insights in towards Sonic Frontiers 2, so if you want to obviously have a discussion about everything we talk about in this video, then make sure to drop a comment below, and also make sure to like and subscribe, only if you like me as a person though, because I want you to like genuinely have a connection with me, not just subscribe for the sake of it. Anyway, we're gonna hop in straight into this video in 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna go in with this information very slowly, so we'll look at some things, and then we'll look at the information, like, as we go deeper into the video. So this video also pretty much confirms that everything that we've been talking about with the Game Awards is just gonna happen. Like, so if you think that the information here is kind of far-fetched, it is confirming a lot of things, especially with the Game Awards, so get excited. And also it's going to be really cool to see that brand new trailer with Sonic's new model. It's pretty much confirmed at this point. Yeah, and I also just want to make it clear in the previous video that people were saying that the information was not confirmed, but it is confirmed because it is a role that has been confirmed. So we know that if any of these top Sonic model animators, can you all please move to Japan, because that listing is only in Japan, please. Go, all of you, go to Japan. Anyway, speaking of models, right, I want to go over this model before we get into like all the information with like Sonic Frontiers 2 and everything. This is a really cool model because I kind of like how it kind of takes a bit of inspiration from Sonic looking a little bit younger, but he's kind of got like that really like badass vibe. I love the way that this Sonic looks. Let me know what you think of this model in the comments, but this video is going to be us moving through things quite quickly. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and like. And then also we've got Sonic, Mars Sonic, my beloved. Yeah, Mars Sonic is super duper awesome. And also we've got like this really cool render of Shadow, which is, oh my god, I love this. This is super cool. I love this render, especially because it's in the Sonic movie background. Let me know what you guys think of that. That is super awesome. Now we've got the kind of news going on, and we're only 2 minutes in, so you know we're kind of moving stuff in, but we've got more stuff to go as we talk about this. Takashi Iizuka confirms that Sonic Team's next mainline game will deliver a new experience for players and prioritizing the innovation over the remakes like Sonic Adventure. So the reason why this is super important is because I truly believe this is another huge hint that Frontiers 2 is next year. I truly believe that they're going to continue the open world format because it's obviously worked very well for them, especially with Shadow Generations. So yeah, we're going to be seeing Frontiers 2 next year, and also we're going to be seeing a teaser in December for Frontiers 2, so get ready for that. So I will obviously show this. Always bet on Sonic Frontiers 2, yeah, pretty obvious. And yeah, this is super awesome, so we're going to head into this article right now. So, Sonic Team's boss Takashi Iizuka has offered an update on the update of the future Sonic the Hedgehog series in an interview with the BBC, explaining that the team's focus is on developing a brand new mainline title designed to deliver a new experience for players. And when asked about the possibility of remaking Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, Iizuka said that the team isn't currently considering remakes, which emphasizes that the new technology gives them the tools to create deeper and more ambitious worlds. And instead of using all of that time and energy to remake a old game that people have already experienced, we can make a brand new game instead. That's pretty obvious, and I think the team is really interested in taking some of that time and energy and effort to really bring the new experience to players. And Iizuka also noted that Sonic Team's current priorities involve pushing the series forward with a richer, more complex, interesting worlds, using modern hardware and design philosophies, unpacking that on Unreal Engine 5, and more interesting worlds. So we're going to be because obviously Sonic Team has got a much larger scale base now with the amount of people working on the next Sonic game. I think Sonic Team has grown by over 50% since 2022. So we know now that there are more people working on this game, and it's also been in development for a very long time. I think it was even before Frontiers. I think it was around like June time that they started working on Sonic Frontiers 2 in 2022. So that is super awesome, using modern hardware, so we know what that is, the new engine, and design philosophies, the new people working on the renders. See? Everything's coming together, and all the information that we've covered recently has all pointed towards Sonic Frontiers 2 next year, trailer December. If I'm wrong, which I never really normally have been wrong about this kind of information. And also the comments come as Sonic Racing Crossworlds continues to expand post-launch with new playable characters. Yeah, so I think what they're going to do, because another reason why I believe Frontiers 2 is next year is because Sonic Crossworlds is here for a live service game that is going to be able to introduce new content packs as we kind of fill the space for Frontiers 2, especially because it's going to be about a year's wait, whereas obviously we've got with the brand new, if we get like a remake or remaster or something, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty much highly confirmed, not highly confirmed, highly probable that Frontiers 2 is next year. So crossover events and seasonal content, which represents Sega's broader effort to involve Sonic's brand across multiple genres and experiences. And while Iizuka didn't share any concrete details about the next mainline title, his remarks suggest that the team is already planning what comes after Sonic X Shadow Generations and Crossworlds. So we know, like, obviously Sonic City is not giving us the full picture here. We know that Frontiers has been directly in development, even from the story perspective, since 2022, and we've seen this in some leaks as well, that they're actually pushing towards for a November 2026 release date. So if we go a little bit further down, we go down here, this tweet here from Sonic City saying Sonic Frontiers sequel is reportedly in development and targeting a November 2026 release. Now, it's not just the fact that a credible leaker that has actually said this, but it's also the fact that we've also seen the way that Sonic actually Sega actually market their games, especially because we have seen 2 side games. I don't know if you would call them side games, but yeah, anyway, a quick break from that before we get into the next batch of information. We've also got this really cool, like, flip of Sonic. So obviously we've got Sonic currently, and then we've got like a kind of like an old render Sonic. Pretty cool. Let me know what you think about that. And also we've got this as well. This honestly proves my reason on why each Sonic entry needs its own unique take on his appearance. The 2000s showed a lot of different takes on Sonic's design, and each matching the feeling of the game from it's from. And it made every entry feel different from the ones that came before. This is really awesome because obviously we had this kind of design, and like obviously we had all of the really cool designs: Adventure, Heroes, Riders, and 06. And honestly, 06 is my favorite. Let me know what you guys think. I strongly believe, because of the listings, the job listings, specifically for the Sonic IP, we're gonna see 06's model return, or something to the idea of a mesh between the 06 and Adventure model. It's pretty obvious that Adventure is coming back in some form. And also, I kind of wanted to go over this model by Mariam again. This person is amazing at making these Sonic models. I absolutely adore this model. I think that this is a great pitch, especially for, like, as you can see, like the original art design. Yeah, that's also super cool as well. And obviously we've got this rig for Sonic Unleashed, which is super cool. I don't know, check it out if you want to. And also, here are some general opinions. Watching the Game Awards after he says this is to see Sega reveal another Boost game. Okay, listen, I strongly believe that we're going to be getting the game trailer at the Game Awards, even if it's like a teaser, and then we might be seeing gameplay in June. It's going to be kind of like that, kind of like how Frontiers was shown off in 2022, if you guys remember that. It's not too close. People are saying it's too close. It's not. I truly believe that we've had far more enough time. Sega knows how important it is to release Frontiers 2 as soon as possible, and especially because the movie's going to be coming out in, I think it's March 2027, so they release it in November 2026. March 2027, we've got Sonic Movie 4, and then, like, the game can just bounce off of the movie. It in general, think of it from a business perspective, it's an incredible move. And also someone said, I better not see Green Hill, Chemical, Sky Sanctuary, or any reused assets than the original tracks from Crossworlds, and Sonic Racing Crossworlds was the most creative Sonic team has been. I need that same level of creativity in the next mainline games. Okay, so I believe, right, that they can actually bring Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary, but I don't want them to be cyberspace levels. I think it would be cool if they could have some sort of mesh into the open zone, but I also want them to focus primarily on making this open zone completely brand new. My ideal pitch, which I know a lot of Sonic fans wouldn't like, but I would love this, but if you guys have played in Spider-Man 2, imagine having Sonic, like Sonic and Shadow, where you could switch between them in, like, New York. That would be super awesome. I would honestly adore that. And also, someone said, 128bot said, well, let's see if that's the case, because they did say experience Sonic like never before. But at the same time, Sonic stock has gone massively through the roof, and I feel like 9 out of 10 is the new bar for them. So if anyone's ever saying this, I think that this is just way past us. You know, SEGA is obviously killing it. And also, this was a really cool aspect that I saw. Something that something I like about the Avenger design is that they keep the roundness of the belly despite not being a perfect circle, helping keep that sun motive in its own way. Yeah, I love that too. I really do love how it doesn't like fully take away from the emphasis. Yeah, so check out this person, the new Omegan, on Twitter as well. Like, this is a really cool point to point out as well. And then someone said they're going to add snow to Green Hill this time. That's funny. That's very funny. And then also someone said, I love how Peppermint's Sonic's model edit has a lot more rounded belly like the SA2 model, so it helps to give that sun symbolism. So yeah, obviously check this out as well. This is super awesome. I actually really like how there's more of like a symbolism to it. Yeah, so obviously check it out. And also, this is a really cool picture as well. What would you guys think about Sonic X Silver? Now, I think if they were to do a remake of 06, which is incredibly unlikely, they could do like an entire like dedicated like more in-depth story to Silver, because I know obviously that Silver's missions are pretty terrible. If you disagree with that, let me know what you think in the comments. And also, we've got some information on Takashi Iizuka explains how post-launch content works in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, free updates to add SEGA Legends, and more the paid season pass brings crossovers like Mega Man and Minecraft. So yeah, I will leave this in the description because I don't want to go too deep into it. And also, this was really funny as well. This is a really funny vector. Yeah, I don't even know. The mods are crazy for this game. And also, this is really cool as well. I want to see Blaze in Frontiers 2. What do you guys think of Blaze in Frontiers 2? We need Blaze and Shadow. Blaze and Shadow are pretty much like... Okay, so Shadow is 100% should be in Frontiers 2, which I'm highly likely he's going to be, because considering Shadow's stock has gone massively through the roof. And obviously, Sonic Frontiers stood the foundation with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles... Like, kind of like the main cast. They wanted to set the foundation, and then, like, now we're going into, like, the extended cast. So, like, Sonic, Shadow, maybe Silver. Probably not Silver, but, hey, Shadow's definitely going to be there. And also, this is really cool as well. The model edit might make some adjustments later, but I think it's decent so far. And thanks to Landy RS for providing an OG model. This is super cool. I actually really like this as well. I like how there's more, like, of a proportion to this model. Let me know what you think about that. These are just some general ideas, especially because we know that the model's changing, so now we can allow ourselves to have more speculation about how this model is going to look like. This is some really cool artwork by Anthony, so this is also really cool. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of all this this cool stuff, and make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, and I will definitely report something major if anything comes up.